Dear students, welcome to the lecture series on the topic Engineering Graphics. Today we are going to discuss about projections of oblique lines. I am Dr. IPS Ahuja, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Punjabi University, Patiala. Now, an oblique line is the one which is inclined to both the horizontal plane as well as the vertical plane. And in case of oblique line, neither of the front view or the top view, they will be parallel to the XY reference line. And since the oblique line happens to be inclined to both the reference planes HP and VP, so its projections on the horizontal plane and the vertical plane, they will reveal the apparent length of the oblique line. That is, we will not be able to obtain true length of the line either in the front view projections or in the top view projections of the line. And because of the inclination of the oblique line with respect to the reference planes HP and VP, we are going to obtain both the horizontal trace as well as the vertical trace corresponding to an oblique line. And these traces, they will be obtained through the projection lines A dash, B dash and AB. And we should not make a mistake, that is, never obtain the traces of the line through the true length of a line. We have to obtain the traces of a line through the projections of the line A dash, B dash and AB. So let us start with the problem that we are going to discuss today. So here we have got a line AB corresponding to which the top view of the line, it makes an inclination of 30 degree with respect to the vertical plane. That is, the apparent length of the line AB happens to be inclined with respect to the vertical plane at an angle beta is equal to 30 degree. That is, the orientation of the plan projection line has been provided to us. Next, we have got the front view of the line, it makes an angle of inclination with respect to horizontal plane, and this angle of inclination is 45 degree. That is, we have been provided with the orientation of the elevation projection line A dash, B dash with respect to horizontal plane, that is angle alpha is equal to 45 degree. And we have also been provided with the fact that the front view of the line, it measures 55 millimeter. That is, A dash, B dash, it is equal to 55 millimeter. So we have got the apparent length of the elevation projection line, that is the length of the front view, it has been provided to us as 55 millimeter. And besides this, we also know that end A of the line, it is lying 18 millimeter above the horizontal plane, while the vertical trace of the line, it is lying 12 millimeter below the horizontal plane. So with this information provided to us, we are required to draw the projections of the line AB, true length of the line AB, inclinations of the true length of the line with respect to horizontal plane as well as the vertical plane. That is, the angles theta and phi need to be determined. And finally, the horizontal trace as well as the vertical trace of the line, they should be located onto the projections of this oblique line. So let us proceed with the construction of the projections of this oblique line. So first of all, we are going to draw the XY reference line. So here we have. Next, we know that end A of the line, it is lying 18 millimeter above the horizontal plane. So we are going to mark this distance of point A, front view projection A dash. So A dash point will be lying 18 millimeter above the XY reference line. So here we have marked this distance equal to 18 millimeter. So point A dash, which is going to represent the front view projection of the end A of the line, it is lying 18 millimeter above the horizontal plane or above the XY reference line. So we also know that the angle of inclination of the front view elevation line with respect to horizontal plane, it is equal to 45 degree. This is the angle of inclination, and it measures 55 millimeter, such that A dash, B dash, it is equal to 55 millimeter. So what we are going to do, from point A dash, we are going to measure an angle of inclination of the front view elevation line A dash, B dash equal to 45 degree. So we have got alpha is equal to 45 degree. So this gives me the orientation of the elevation reference line. So once I obtain the orientation of the elevation reference line, now I am going to mark the distance of 55 millimeter over here along this particular orientation, right? So once I evaluate the distance between the points A dash and B dash as 55 millimeter, so I can darken this distance A dash, B dash over here, such that this distance A dash, B dash, it is going to represent the projection of the line in the front view. So this projection has been obtained in the front view, that is onto the vertical plane. Now through point B dash, I have to now draw a locus line. It is a horizontal locus line which is drawn through the point B dash. So it is onto this horizontal locus line that the true length second point B1 dash or B2 dash, it will be located over here, right? Now having drawn this horizontal locus, now I know that wherever point A dash has been drawn, once I have got the vertical projector line through point A dash, so onto this vertical projector, the plan projection will be lying over there. That is, point A will be lying onto this vertical projector which has been drawn through point A. Similarly, I have drawn another vertical projector line through point B dash over here, such that the point B location will be obtained along this particular vertical projector line. Why? Because A dash and A, they will lie on the same vertical projection line. Similarly, B dash and point B, they will also be lying onto this vertical projector line. Now another information which is available with me, it is that the vertical trace of the line happens to lie 12 millimeter below the horizontal plane. So this is my XY reference line over here. Now below this XY reference line, I have to mark a locus line at a distance of 12 millimeter below the XY reference line, and this locus line has been drawn corresponding to the vertical trace which is lying at a distance of 12 millimeter below the horizontal plane. So below the horizontal plane means I have to draw it below the XY reference line. So this distance I have marked as 12 millimeter. So this is the locus line where the vertical trace should be lying over there. Now where does the vertical trace lie? Vertical trace will be lying over here only when, if I extend this elevation projection line, so wherever this extended elevation projection line, it meets this particular locus line, that is the horizontal locus line corresponding to the vertical trace, my point corresponding to the vertical trace, that is V dash, will be located. But before we draw V dash, since I have extended this elevation projection line, so first of all I have to evaluate the point where it intersects the XY reference line. So here my point H dash will be located. Now if I draw a vertical projector through this H dash, so wherever the plan projection line will be intersecting this vertical projector line, my horizontal trace will be located over there. Similarly, here I have got my point V dash. So this point will become vertical trace only when the extended elevation line carries a point V dash onto this particular locus line. So it is this locus line where my point V dash will lie, because from the theory of projections we know that A dash, B dash, H dash and V dash, all these points, they will lie alongside one projection line. Similarly, A, B, V and H, all these 4 points, they will lie along the plan projection line. Now I can check that I have been able to obtain the point V dash by extending this elevation projection line. Now this point will become V dash only when if I draw a vertical projector through this point V dash onto the XY reference line. This should give me the intersection of the plan projection line itself or its extension with the XY reference line. So the definition of the vertical trace is wherever the plan projection line AB itself or its extension it is going to intersect with the XY reference line, I am able to obtain the point V. But here I am not provided with the point V first, I have been provided with the location of V dash. So once I obtain V dash along the extension of the elevation projection line, I have been given this location as 12 millimeter below the horizontal plane. So once I locate this point V dash through this point V dash, now I will be drawing a vertical projector line onto the XY reference line, and wherever it intersects with the FY reference line, I have obtained one point onto which my plan projection line, it will also be passing through this, either itself or through its extension. So I know one point through which my plan projection line will be passing, and having obtained one point corresponding to the plan projection line, because 4 points they are going to pass through this particular line, A, B, H and V. So all these 4 points they should lie on single projection line which will be corresponding to the plan projection line. Now I have obtained one point of the plan projection line, that is point V. Now I have been provided with this fact that the plan projection line, it is inclined AB line which is corresponding to the plan of this line in the top view, that is onto the horizontal plane. So this is going to be oriented at an angle of beta is equal to 30 degree. So one point of the plan projection line has been obtained. So through this point V, now we are going to draw a projection line which will be drawn at an angle of 30 degree. That is angle beta is equal to 30 degree. So one point of this plan projection line we have been able to obtain through the information regarding the vertical trace. So through this we have drawn a vertical projector line to establish point V. Having established this point V, now through this point V we have drawn a projection line at an angle of beta is equal to 30 degree. The moment we draw this projection line, so wherever this inclined projection line, which is the orientation of the plan projection line, so wherever this orientation of the plan projection line intersects with the vertical projector through A dash, I am going to obtain point A over here. Similarly, wherever this inclined projector line at an angle of beta is equal to 30 degree, it intersects with the vertical projector line through point B dash over here. So wherever these two projector lines they intersect, I will be able to obtain the second point of the plan apparent length or the plan projection line. So this way AB, that is plan projection line, has been obtained onto the horizontal plane, that is in the top view projections over here. Now having obtained these 2 points, now I am going to draw horizontal locus lines through the points A and B which represent the projection of the line AB in the top view. Now once I obtain this particular point A and B, now 2 horizontal locus lines they have been drawn, because ultimately I have to carry out the rotation of the line over here so that I can obtain the true length of this particular line. Now after you obtain this length AB, I can evaluate the angle of inclination of this plan projection line AB with respect to the vertical plane. So this angle happens to be angle beta over here. Now having obtained angle beta, vertical trace has already been obtained. I know the point H dash, and through point H dash I know that I have to draw a vertical perpendicular line projection from H dash, so that this vertical projector, it should be intersecting with either the plan projection line itself or its extension over there. So this is the extension of the plan projection line. So this vertical projector through H dash, wherever it intersects with the plan projection line, I will be able to obtain the point H. Now we can see points A, B, H and V. They are all falling in one line. Similarly, points A dash, B dash, H dash and V dash, they are also falling in one straight line over here. Now this is the measurement of the horizontal trace H dash to H distance, and this is the measurement of the vertical trace, that is distance between the points V and V dash. And since we have already been provided with this value of Vt, so we need to evaluate the value corresponding to this horizontal trace. So both of these traces we have evaluated. Now we need to evaluate the true length of the line in elevation and the true length of the line in plan. So in order to evaluate true length of the line in elevation, we know the basic fundamentals corresponding to the projections of the line. So whenever my apparent length in the plan or the top view, it happens to be parallel to the vertical plane, onto the vertical plane, if I draw a projection line, I will be able to obtain the true length of the line as well as the true inclination angle theta of the line with respect to the horizontal plane. So what I have to do, I have already obtained the apparent length projection of the line AB in the plan, but the line AB, projection line AB, happens to be inclined with respect to VP at an angle of beta. So what I will be doing, using the principles of rotation of line method, here at the point A, I'll be having my compass needle over here. I'll open the compass equal to the distance AB and then draw an arc from point B onto the horizontal locus line through the point A over here. That is why we have drawn this horizontal line through the point A, so that we can convert this inclined plan projection line into a parallel plan projection line. So this becomes my point B1. So I have rotated AB through this distance and made it parallel to the vertical plane. So now my apparent length AB1. So this is the length of the top view projection AB1. So the length of the top view projection AB1 happens to be parallel to the vertical plane. So once the length of the top view projection happens to be parallel to the vertical plane, so if I draw a projection through this particular point, second point, so I should be able to reach this horizontal locus line corresponding to the point B dash. So through B1, I will be drawing a perpendicular line upwards. So please check the direction of the movements. First of all, an arc will be drawn to make this plan projection line parallel to the vertical plane, and then through this point, I am going to move upwards with a vertical projector line, so that wherever this vertical projector line it intersects with the horizontal locus line through the point B dash, I will be able to obtain this point corresponding to the true length of this line AB, and the name of this point is B1 dash. Now having obtained the second point of the true length B1 dash, I will be joining A dash with B1 dash. So I have deliberately changed the colors. Apparent length has been marked with black color, while the true length has been marked with blue color object line over here. Now, once we have marked this true length of the line in elevation A dash B1 dash, now I can evaluate the angle of inclination of this line A dash B1 dash with respect to the horizontal plane. So this angle happens to be angle theta. Now again we can check this true length blue line A dash B1 dash, it is bigger than A dash B dash, that is the apparent length of the line, and the apparent angle of inclination alpha, this is greater than the true angle of inclination theta over there. So apparent angle, it is greater than the true angle, whereas the true length is greater than the apparent length. Now we need to evaluate and locate the true length of this line in the top view. So in order to obtain true length of the line in the top view, so we know that in order to obtain true length of the line in the top view, I should have my apparent length in elevation parallel to the horizontal plane. So this is my apparent length in elevation. This should be parallel to the horizontal plane. But here I have got apparent length in elevation inclined to the horizontal plane at an angle of 45 degree. A dash, B dash. Now I have got horizontal locus line through the point A dash over here. With this as my needle point of the compass, I'll open compass equal to distance A dash, B dash, and I will be marking an arc. I will be drawing an arc in such a way in this direction such that this length A dash, B dash will be transferred onto the A dash locus line in such a way that I am able to obtain the horizontal apparent length of the front view, that is A dash, B2 dash. So this is A dash and B2 dash. So this edge of the front view should be made parallel to the horizontal plane. And once this front view edge length A dash, B2 dash we have got parallel to the horizontal plane, and then we should draw now a perpendicular projector through this point B2 dash, and once we are able to reach the horizontal locus line corresponding to the point B, so whatever will be the point of intersection obtained over here onto this locus line, we will be able to obtain the point B2 over here. So now I have drawn a perpendicular projector in this direction, because direction is very important. That is why we have marked the arrows over here. So from the point B2 dash, I have dropped a vertical projector line onto the locus line corresponding to the point B. So wherever these two projectors they are going to intersect, I am going to obtain the point B2 over here. So this is the true length point corresponding to the second point of the line AB in the top view. Now point A is available, point B2 has been obtained. I can join point A with point B2. Now we need to validate. Now this validation is distance A dash B1 dash must be equal to the distance AB2. So if we are able to obtain distance A dash B1 dash equal to the distance AB2, it means that both of these true lengths they have worked out to be equal, and obviously they have to be equal only, because you cannot have two true lengths for a single line. Once you obtain A dash B1 dash is equal to AB2, it means we have validated the accuracy or correctness of the construction that we have made over there regarding the projections of the oblique line. Now once we have obtained this true length projection, that is the blue line AB2 in the top view, I can mark the inclination of this true length with respect to the vertical plane, and this angle happens to be angle phi. Now once again we can check true length of the line AB2. It is having larger length or greater length as compared to the apparent length of the line, that is AB. Similarly, the apparent angle of an inclination beta, this is greater than the true angle of inclination, that is phi. So apparent angles they are greater than the true angles, while the true length that is greater than the apparent length of the line. So with this we have completed the construction of the projections of the oblique line. So here with the given information we have been able to draw the projections of the line, true length of the line in the front view as well as in the top view. Besides this, we have also obtained the angles of inclinations of the true length as well as the apparent lengths in the front and the top views. So vertical trace was given to us over here, and we have evaluated the horizontal trace of this oblique line, right? So with this discussion we have been able to evaluate the true lengths, the projections as well as the horizontal trace of this oblique line. So this is all for today. So we are going to continue with further illustrations regarding the projections of the oblique lines in the coming lectures as well. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot.